I did a video the other day talking about minimalism and camera gear, and I'm actually just in the process of putting together another video. This other video is about stabilisation and different methods that you can use to get stable shots. And it made me realise I have too much camera stabilisation equipment as well. So what do you get rid of? There's the tripods, the tripod heads, the sliders, Steadicam, gimbal, shoulder mount, different cages that have different handles on, handles that mount your camera on so they give you a better grip so you can use them like that. And then you go in and you're using the stuff like warp stabiliser, and on the camera there's, you know, steady shot built in, or whatever there is in your camera that mechanically smooths out your footage. And sometimes jitter is almost always bad, but a little bit of camera movement goes a long way in telling a story. So do you need two sliders? Do I need a head for a tripod that does panning and tilts and all sorts of stuff like that? Or do I go for the lo-fi option? The gimbal is the thing that I keep coming back to, and the thing that I keep thinking about. They're so prevalent at the moment, and you see so many shots done with them. But in putting together this other video, in sort of figuring out the best way to stabilise stuff and trying to show it off to an audience, you really get to thinking, is it necessary? And so I've kind of put aside some of the things that I don't use. I don't really take the gimbal out that much because it's a pain in the arse to set up. You've got to balance it each time. It's pretty heavy. It's not super heavy, but it's quite heavy. It's just a little bit of a pain. You know, if the batteries run out on the gimbal, there's just another thing you've got to charge. Do you bring spare ones? Do you bring a charger? Do you just hope it lasts? If it goes wrong, that's a nightmare. But then really simple rigs, like the shoulder rig, so tried and tested, nothing's going to go wrong on that, unless it falls apart, and in that case, you should have seen that one coming. I think, again, it's this thing about downsizing, and the YouTube channel that I really love that talks about this is Craig Adams. Craig Adams used to run a YouTube channel called Wedding Film School. Great advice on there, and back in those days he had so much stuff. Now he kind of gets by with like one camera, you know, one microphone. He doesn't seem to have like a load of stuff. He is a minimalist, and he is very much an advocate of minimalism, but being able to see the far extreme of something is a good way to judge where you want to be. But all this was to say that maybe you just find the one thing that works for you and use that, and just use that and make that your own that style. If it means that you're the guy who only ever does like tripod shots with some sliders as well, like that's kind of probably okay. If you're the guy who only shoots everything 16 mil, if you're the guy who only shoots stuff 16 mil, and you just own that, you make that your thing, then isn't that better? You found your style. I don't know. I feel like I'm beginning to ramble now. I just really wanted to make this video to say I think it's really important to look at what you have, look at how you use it, look at why you own it and why you use it in the way that you do, and then think, do you need the rest of it? I'm going to end it on that note. If you want to see that video on stabilisation, subscribe, give this one a like as well. That would be really, really, really beneficial to me and this channel. You know, I'm trying to do something here. I don't really know what it is. I just really enjoy getting in front of the camera and talking for a bit. Probably a bit too long. Right, watch one of these videos. I'll see you tomorrow.